The number one best coin in the metaverse is Render. But what is Render? What does it do? Well, it has a genius, decentralized concept, which makes it fascinating. Here's the problem. If you create a video, especially an animated video, then before you can use it or send it, it has to get rendered or processed. Sometimes you see that circle going round and round and round while you're waiting for the video to get ready. Well, what Render does is say, hey, instead of buying a gigantic computer with huge processing power to render your own videos well, what the coin Render does is it signs up ordinary people like you or me and asks us if we would like to put our computer on the Render system when we're not using it, like when we're sleeping or when we're eating or something, but the computer is still on. So all that processing power that we don't use can be used by the coin Render. So let's say Walt Disney produces a gigantic movie, an animated movie, and instead of having a $100 million computer to process it, to render it, what they do is they would just go to the coin Render and say, can you please let us have maybe thousands of other people's computers to render the big animated movie we just made. And then what happens is you and I get some money at the end of each month, actually Render tokens, but we could sell it for money, for using the unused bandwidth, the unused processing power, the unused CPU of our own computer that we're not using anyways. And don't worry, it's completely safe. The coin Render can't go into our computer, it just uses the processing power. So how does it help the creator of an animated movie? Instead of having a huge computer, we just use other people's computers. So it saves us the capital cost of buying a huge computer. And all we do is we pay a few Render tokens for the right. And then how does it help people like you and me? Well, if we're not using the computer at all, we might as well rent it out. It's like an Airbnb for computers. And then how does it help the coin Render? Well, they skim a little bit off the top. You see, the creators pay some Render tokens, and the people who provide their computers, they get some Render tokens, and the coin Render takes a little bit off the top. Everybody wins, and it's a decentralized concept. The whole purpose of the blockchain is to allow decentralization. Wow, wow, wow. By the way, I'm holding a July 14th one-day event, worldprospersummit.com/TikTok. Make sure you go there.